What about the Champions League? Where do they stand? 17-2 at the moment. They were finalists last year. They've got that experience to bring to the table. But of course, first off, they've got to get past Atletico Madrid. But they do have a 1-0 lead going into the Spanish capital, Robert.
It's going to be difficult for them. I think they're a much better side at the moment than Atletico Madrid, who we've seen on many occasions being consistent. Inter have got a great front pairing, Thuram and Martinez. They've got a good understanding. They play with wing-backs that like to get forward. Dumfries came off at half-time today and Darmian came on. Di Marco, I think, has been excellent down the left-hand side. And Barella and Mkhitaryan are much better... Mkhitaryan's a much better player at Inter than he has been anywhere else he's been, as far as I'm concerned. And the player that you're missing there is Bastoni, who could come onto the left-hand side, who's an excellent player as well.
But for Atleti, it's that atmosphere, isn't it? The Metropolitano, where they have been so brilliant this season, although we did see Athletic Club go there and, of course, get a win in the Copa del Rey. That home advantage is going to be the 12th man, and they're going to need it, aren't they?
They absolutely will. And you know Simeone is going to have Atletico Madrid wound right up. Good response after losing to Bilbao, as you mentioned. And this frustrating big fish almost seems exactly what Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone are cut out to do. So it will be a tough tie for Inter going into Madrid, as you mentioned. Tough one to call.
That's next week. Who are you going to call, Shaq?
I lean Inter to get a draw and go through.
Yeah?
100% draw, I think it's going to be.
Meanwhile, Barcelona are in action, aren't they, against Napoli next week in the Champions League. But more bad news for Xavi, and this could really make a big difference to whether or not they'll get past the Italian side. Sport sums it up: rotos, broken. Of course, we saw Pedri go off and De Jong in the first half. Both won't be available for the second leg. You said yesterday, Robert, when we were talking about the possibility of Barca not making it through, that they'd be fine because Napoli aren't very good. But these are big, big blows, aren't they?
I think De Jong is the biggest blow.
Yeah.
I mean, Pedri is a blow, but he hasn't been in his top form this season. He's had his injury problems. But De Jong just... He sort of guides them through. He's the one that controls the pace of the game. He's the one that, when the ball comes into him, he can manipulate the ball and get other players, give other players enough time to make their runs. Christensen, as the holding midfield player, which he's going to possibly be, doesn't give them that. And I'm not sure where else they're going to get. Gundogan will probably have to play deeper. It's a worry, but I still think... I still think there's enough good players... for Barcelona that will cause Napoli a problem.
Remember, it's 1-1, Shaq, going into this second leg. Barca were the better team in the...
And I don't, as I said yesterday, I don't have faith in a full-strength Barcelona.
Wow.
And now you lose two players. De Jong, for the reasons that Robbo just mentioned. I feel Pedro is such an emotional player for them. Him not being involved as well. And while Napoli, by certainly last season's standards, this season has been such a disappointment, this is an opportunity for them. This is an opportunity to right some of the wrongs that they've kind of manufactured during the course of this season. I just feel Napoli. And not so much that I believe in Napoli, it's just that I have that little faith in Barcelona.